Now, why would you have to spend time to tune up your resume, and why is this first step so important? Well, it's quite simple, because this is a step in which the most resumes get filtered out of the process. So now, what are some of the best tips to have a great resume? Well, at least in the beginning you should start with your strengths, and no matter what you write, but be sure to keep it always on a positive note. Then understand that you will be tested for cultural fit throughout the interviewing process, and what best place to start than with your resume. So it's not by accident that I present the 4 core values in the beginning of the video. So you should make sure that you take some keywords, some main takeaways from there, and make sure that your resume resonates with that type of thinking. For example, you could start with integrity and ownership as 2 keyword examples. Now, a lesser known fact about resume screening is that there are some studies that reveal that recruiters spend in average no more than 6 seconds to screen a resume. So how can we take advantage from this? Well, we could make an exercise here. What if you read your resume in 6 seconds? So would you hire yourself based on the first 6 seconds of reading your resume? I'm sure you could spot some things that can improve there. For instance, like placing your most relevant experience on top. And finally, be sure to check your resume for typos. I'm saying this because it wouldn't be a pity if you spent all this time to build a great resume and then to just have a few typos here and there that would basically ruin the morale of the one screening it. Because in case you don't know, recruiters are particularly sensitive to these things. Now, before going into details, it's very important that you understand that Marriott is all about selling great experiences. And in fact, I was surprised myself to see that they are one of the best ranked companies on Glassdoor with respect to applicant experiences. So also Marriott hires a lot using campus recruitment programs such as the International Voyage program. So in such a scenario, there will be that initial point of contact during the event, followed by a one-on-one interview. And by the way, you can also apply online in such a scenario. The process might vary according to your location, but as a general idea, they will ask you to fill in a personality assessment, also a cognitive assessment, and maybe also invite you to a recorded video interview. Now, if you passed this first step, they might ask you to go to the on-site interview that will be basically run as a 2-on-1 interview, into which they will inevitably test your people skills, your cognitive abilities, you as a cultural fit, and where the STAR method to answer behavioral questions will be very important. So the on-site interview is basically where you would have to bring in your A game, and for the Voyage international program, the process might take from 3 weeks to 2 months according to online resources.